Live breaking news, Nez Nation. Do you remember the judge who now is disbarred for 7 years? I think she can't be on the bench, if not indefinitely, for assaulting a police officer in Cash Money G. Fani Willis's Fulton County district at a nightclub. She actually worked in Douglas County, not that far away from Fulton County. And, her lawyer went and pleaded, no, she's innocent. This was totally unprovoked. And the officer actually assaulted her. And then the body cam footage came out. I did an entire video where we went through the body cam footage showing the entitled judge, super entitled. Well, now, guess what? Extended body cam footage was just released today. You have to see. I don't think this is going to come as a big shock as to what was exposed. Let's check this out and then we'll talk about it.
Pushing the officer multiple times. Well, 11 Alive's Molly Oak watched the extended police body and dash cam video released today, and she's breaking it down for us.
June 20th, when Atlanta police arrested former Douglas County probate judge Christina Peterson outside a Buckhead club. This video was released within a week of her arrest, where Atlanta police say Peterson pushed an officer in the chest.
Well, he got body camera saying that, and I would love to see it. Can you play it back?
An extended look now coming from the camera's view of the back seat, where Peterson was for hours.
Disrespecting the black women. Falsely accusing the black women.
The footage starts with her continually praying, with some interactions with officers and what sounds like someone over the radio.
What did he do? Nothing. Nothing, ma'am. Nothing. He hit a woman. He abused a woman, ma'am.
And calling for people to
look at the videotape, ma'am. He punched a woman to the ground and then he did me the same.
On previous
Actually, that was the exact opposite of what happened. She was actually caught on tape. Nobody assaulted her. She was actually caught on tape assaulting the officer.
Released body camera footage, it shows the officer saying Peterson punched him.
You just punched the cop.
No, I did not!
Back in the back seat.
He said I punched him. That's
About 15 minutes in, you hear the officer ask for her name, and when she doesn't respond, he continues asking.
You want to provide your name? So
I know my rights.
Okay.
I have not committed a crime. Book me in right now.
Okay, I need your name.
Book me in. I have not committed a crime. Book me in.
Throughout the footage, you can hear officers explaining that they need her name, which Peterson refuses to give. Peterson begins cursing at the officer, telling him she's not a felon. The officer then tells her,
You are under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Peterson was actually charged with simple battery against a police officer and obstruction of law enforcement officer. After more than 3 hours, we see Peterson get out of the car for good. Peterson was later released on a $5,000 bond. Her attorney previously told 11 Alive that he believes charges will get dismissed. Molly Oak, 11 Alive News.
Yeah, so the Georgia Supreme Court, they removed Christina Peterson from the bench in Douglas County on June 25th, days after her arrest there. That decision was in response to more than 24 unrelated charges of judicial misconduct.
Judicial misconduct. Boy, that seems to be a running theme for the poor, hard-working citizens who just want justice in Fulton County, in Atlanta, in the state of Georgia. My goodness, this is, I can't even imagine. This is such a magnificent volume of corruption that's just been revealed. Can you imagine what's been going on behind closed doors for all these years? If this is the little amount of actual evidence, actual, courtroom drama that's unfolded, been revealed, been exposed time and time again. Imagine all the stuff. We also had Amanda Timpson, who was the whistleblower for Fani Willis, who worked in Fani Willis's case, who tried to warn Fani Willis. She got fired unceremoniously for doing her job and actually doing her job well. You got to check out that interview if you haven't. The corruption that's been actually revealed, it's mind-boggling. But what's even more terrifying and harrowing is imagining what hasn't been discovered. By the way, I would love to hear from you. Do you guys think that the Supreme Court made the right decision by barring Judge Peterson, or do you think that they made a mistake? Do you think they maybe acted too hastily? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I want to go back to just this clip really quickly, where Judge Peterson ends up saying this. Let's just watch this really quickly.
The black women. Falsely accusing the black women.
The footage starts with...
Where have I heard that before? That sounds really familiar. I wonder, where have I heard that before?
Hard out here, always having to prove yourself 2 and 3 times. Recently, they tell me they don't like me to talk about race. Well, I'm going to talk about it anyway. Truth is, it's some challenges that come to being black.
Is it that some will never see a black man as qualified, no matter his achievements? What more can one achieve? The other 2 have never been judges, but no one questions their credentials. I'm just saying.
Isn't it interesting when we got a bunch of African-American DAs, now we need daddy to tell us what to do? They can keep looking. I'm not interested in them looking. They can look. I'm sorry they pissed off. Justice is now actually blind.
I take a lot of pride in being black in America. I have a theory that if you have a jury that is diverse, it keeps people honest. They don't go back there and talk about issues that have nothing to do with the case. But if they criticize me for loving black and brown children, I got an undying love for black people, and I got an undying love for black children. I have this passion for youth programs and this passion for this pre-indictment diversion program because I know our kids, they just got a raw deal. I'm not going to emasculate a black man, but I'm just telling you.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not going to emasculate a black man. Did you understand that?
All right,
well, I don't think we should discuss further.
Mr. Sadow, next question.
Trying to, Your Honor.
Ah, that's where I heard it before. I knew it. I just needed a little refresher, a little reminder. My goodness. It's funny, well, it's not funny at all, actually. When Cash Money G talks about, I have a passion for youth programs, when she was completely exposed and it was uncovered that she had stolen from youth programs to, and this is where I had Amanda Timpson, who was the whistleblower in Fani Willis's office, point out, like, this is not what the federal grant money is not going towards these youth programs. People are buying new laptops and she's going on vacation. She's buying jewelry. She's buying God knows what. Yeah, she has a real passion for youth programs, especially when they fill her pockets. The point is, Nez Nation, are you sensing a theme here, this reoccurring theme? I don't want to get too into the weeds here. I don't want to get too philosophical and too out there. But I mean, this idea of race, this idea of diversity, this idea of DEI is a complete rebuke to meritocracy. And I know that the majority of people who are of, I hate even to say it, of color or whatever that means, would agree with this, who have actually earned their spots, who actually do deserve the positions, deserve, to have their ideas heard, deserve to be in places that hard work has allotted them without any kind of idea of, well, you're of a certain skin tone, a trait that you have zero control over. And it just seems to me that when you have nothing else to stand on, that is what you resort to. When you don't have a track record, when you don't have an exemplary resume, when you don't have the achievements, when you don't have, the things that hardworking people have earned, ethos, credibility, when you don't have the truth on your side, you resort to that. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. It seems that everything that comes out of Fulton County, everything that comes out of Atlanta, my heart goes out. I laugh and sometimes I make fun of Fani Willis because she's literally a walking caricature of a character. She's a caricature of herself. She's a caricature of a caricature. That's how bad it is. I wish it were satire. It's an SNL skit in 3D. In Technicolor, it's reality and fiction totally blurred because it's so preposterous. But the real tragedy is the people of Fulton County, the people of Atlanta, the constituents, the hardworking citizens who have thousands and thousands of cases on backlog, who've been waiting for justice for years. This is what they're subject to. This is the leadership. These are the people who are in control of their hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears, taxpayer dollars. And so it's such a tragedy. Let me know if you're in the Atlanta area or Fulton County. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. And also, I want to hear from everybody. What are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on what I just said? I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. If you made it this far, by all means, I implore you, I beseech you, so you never miss out, sign up for our free newsletter. It's absolutely free. It's in the pinned comment, description, and show notes down below. Also, consider becoming a member of our channel. Just click join down below. I also have a link in the description and show notes where you can become a member and you get all sorts of amenities. You get access to our members only Discord. You get all sorts of benefits and you support the channel, all this free content. It's a great way for you to show your appreciation. Obviously, I'm going to keep giving away free content, but I just wanted to share that with you in case you felt differently. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right now. Subscribe, follow, and as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.